first, let's just get into it. So, first and foremost, Breonna Taylor killers are still free. So if you don't know who Breonna Taylor is or her story, please, by all means, go look it up and figure out how you can change the laws in your city, town, your state, so that you don't become a victim like Breonna Taylor. Also, in the murder of Sandra Bland, the murder was committed by police officers. Nobody went to jail. So again, the laws need to change as far as interpretation, enforcement, and just the way.
Was Breonna Taylor and Sandra, was that in the same state?
I don't know.
Was that both? Were both of those in Kentucky?
I thought Sandra Bland was in Texas. I had to look it up. I think she was.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're right. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think she was. Sandra Bland was in Texas. Yeah. So the laws need to change, y'all. I mean, there's no way around it. So unless people are willing to step to the front and actually get laws changed to help protect people of color, protect Black people, protect women, protect just the overall citizenry from police, the laws have to change. And so once you get done talking, once you get done rallying, once you get done protesting, if the law isn't changed, then you didn't do nothing. You need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what you did wrong. So that's my little piece on that. The next thing about the law, let's talk about it. Arkansas legislatures here in Arkansas has drafted a hate crime bill, but it's not scheduled to come into place until 2021. And although the bill has been presented 2 months ago, it's met with apprehension as well. It does not directly deal with police brutality per se. Also, one senator even quoted and said that the bill is not about getting anything done or improving race relations, but more so about just getting the attention of the nationwide public. So when you have people, elected officials, who look at a hate crime bill and automatically take the position that this bill is not designed to better race relations, that is just to get nationwide attention, he's not trying to help the bill pass. He's not going to probably support the bill. And you know what? He's not affected by race relations. So therefore, he doesn't care. And so these type of people have to be unseated, because again, with people like him in position, who also, he remained anonymous, or I will tell y'all his name. Just,
okay, I was wondering, I was like, maybe you're giving us some professional courtesy or something.
These folks elected officials, no, ain't none of that. He anonymously gave this to THV, I think that's Channel 11. But anyway, it was a THV thing. So, so, you got to really watch that kind of thing. Also, I just want to bring attention to, in this hate crime bill, is more so directed towards citizens, and it states that if a person is convicted of a crime and the state proved it also was a hate crime, which means it's a two-pronged test. And so people that don't understand, that means that if you prove, okay, they're guilty of this crime, but we can't prove that it's a hate crime, then this don't matter. And so it's going to be it's a higher burden to prove to even get this enforced on somebody. So that, not to be funny, but essentially somebody would have to be guilty of a crime and say, yes, this is a hate crime to be convicted of it. Because you essentially have two trials. You got to have a trial on the initial crime and then address whether or not it was a hate crime. And so, so when you think of that, think about how many tax dollars are going to be wasted, because the state has to prosecute these cases. If it is indeed a police officer, now, if it's a citizen, then it'll be up to them to, hire an attorney or use a public defender. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get a conviction under this hate crime bill. Also, I want to note that Arkansas is one of 3 states without a hate crime law. We're always dragging up the rear in Arkansas. So every other state has one passed, but we still don't. One of 3. So we got to do better. This next election cycle that's coming up, I want to encourage everybody to get registered to vote, get to know the candidates. And also, I know this is really not part of this segment, but you don't really vote for the president, so you really need to get involved in the local races. You need to know who's running for state representative and judge and alderman and all these other positions, because that is who you can reach out and call. You can't pick up the phone and call the president, but you can find your state legislatures. You can find aldermen. You can find the justice of the peace. You can send an email. Nobody's responding to the presidential emails but his staff. So you got to be mindful of those type of things. Next thing, let's talk about it.